Phipps opened in 1893. It was originally a gift to the city of Pittsburgh from Henry Phipps, who was one of Andrew Carnegie's partners in the steel business. This new building is for education, research, administrative offices. We're calling it the Center for Sustainable Landscapes. We actually put in an RFP that we were going to require the design team to follow facilitated integrated design. They had to agree up front that they were going to follow this process or we wouldn't accept their proposal.
The real first team activity was a one-day goal-setting workshop.
Everybody gets 40 votes.
To identify those goals and prioritize them. Therefore, it's the consensus of everybody on the team, and it's very clear from the outset that we are all aligned around those initial goals.
So I think the difference is architects tend to think that they're in control of everything. And I think in the integrative design process, you have to let go of some of that control and allow things to emerge that you hadn't necessarily planned on. And that's a hard one to grapple with sometimes.
By the end of the day, everybody was like off their chairs and pens in hand and scribbling on paper and making drawings and talking about this. Hey, I'm just thinking about doing this. How will this affect your system? What do you think about this? I mean, those kinds of interactions just took place all day long. It was really incredible.
Our approach with Phipps was to minimize the overall energy consumption of the building first.
The goal we have at Phipps is to achieve a daylight autonomy of 80%. What that means is that 80% of the daylit hours, the lights should be able to be completely turned off.
If I have a really good passive high-performance envelope with really good glazing and passive controls of the sun, I can actually reduce the capacity and the requirements of my HVAC system, which means that my wires are smaller, my ducts are smaller, my pipes are smaller, my pumps are smaller, my fans are smaller. So I'm saving money on that side and reinvesting it or shifting it into my envelope.
Other option is it could be a double hung.
And so if the entire team doesn't participate in that process and understanding that one impacts the other, then you will not get the benefit of that integrated design.
I think this approach does require a lot more time up front. And you know, it was interesting. By the time we got to the construction document phase, we just flew right through that because we had already figured out all the problems and solutions back in schematic and design development.